we go, we're on. Good morning. So firstly, huge well done to everybody that joined me this morning for 6 o'clock walk fit, and 6:30 we did Totally Tabata. If you did the 2 classes in the brand new studio live, please drop a comment in and let me know what you thought. Oh, I did love it this morning. There were so many people on, it was just brilliant. We've got a few bits and pieces to do with the chat, so we need to embed the chat onto the page. But it was just wicked. I really enjoyed it. Okay, I'm just going to check that I'm live. And as you're coming in, Fit Pros, let me know what you're teaching today. Monday, beautiful day. And we are going to focus a little bit on Spiky ball this morning. Oh, there we are. Rachel Holmes is live now. How does that look? Oh, looks good. Let's do some shares. It did look good earlier. Share to a group.
Three, two, 1. 15-second rest.
There we are. There we go. Everything. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy. Did you enjoy them this morning? Me too. Really enjoyed them. So we're going to do a little bit of ball work this morning. Now, quick tutorial. If you've got a spiky ball, fab. Happy Monday, Katrina. Now, these are a ball that you can get from Amazon, and this is far too hard. So you might see these cheap balls, but they're just not worth it. They're just, if you put them down on the floor, they're really, really painful. They don't give. So that's definitely a no-no. This is like a little squashy ball, which is absolutely fine, especially if you're new to rolling with a ball. It's quite forgiving. It's just going to give you a little bit of a pressure point. So that's now, it's like a hard spongy ball. But you could do this with a tennis ball as well. So if you've got a tennis ball, grab one. And again, if you manage to get to Aldi, you can use the Spiky. Now the Spiky pods, these are quite, they're quite spiky, quite hard. And the same with the ball. The key with these is to start really gently and build up your tolerance. So I'm just going to do a few ideas with a 45-15. Good morning, Chris. So I'm using the brand new, let me show you this. This is the brand new Hit 39, which is just out today. And I'm going to use a 45-15. Look at that, that's the cover. And let's just do a little bit of a spiky ball. Or you could do it with your tennis ball. So we're going to balance. I'm going to focus for 45 seconds. I'm just going to do a light roll just on the inside, to the inside of my foot, and then out to the side. And just play around with different planes of motion. So you can roll forward and back. And as you're doing this, just gently start. You could do it with a dog ball, I suppose. And we're just going to go forward and back, and then try and take the ball just side to side a little bit as well. And I'm only focusing on the middle part of my foot initially for that 45 seconds. And notice where, you can feel any sort of any tightness or feels quite sharp. And then I'm just going to finish that with a circle. So we've gone forward and back, we've rolled forward and back, side to side, and circle. Right, let's go to the other side. So hopefully your instep now feels quite raised. You can get a bag of tennis balls from Amazon really cheaply, and then you could take them along to class. My idea is you could take them along to class, and then just before or at the end of any class, even if you've done cardio, so everybody that's done the Tabata this morning with me, just do a little bit of rolling at 4 minutes at the end. Can just again really help trigger point. You feel that stimulation through the fascia, but just remember to roll forward and back, side to side. Oops. And also circle. I'm just doing it for 45 seconds. So circle around on that mid-range. Good, okay. You can play around with that. Next thing you could do, if you've got one tennis ball, put your heel on the tennis ball and your toe on the floor. Just a little bit of pressure. Now just use your left foot just to balance. And then we'll add a single squat. So I'm almost just using my left foot there as a balance. I'm focusing on that single leg squat. So my heel's pressing into the tennis ball, my toe is on the floor. There we go. So I'm now challenging my balance. working glutes. So if you're working in a hall maybe and you've not got any equipment, again, just getting a bag of tennis balls can just again give you a different dimension on your body conditioning, on your Pilates. Good, I'm going to do one more. And then I'm going to step back, heel on the floor, toe on the tennis ball, and then just activate the hamstrings. So you're going to lean forward, you'll feel that stretch reflex kick in. So enter the stretch there slowly, just pause for a second, and then come back up. Keep the forefoot on top of the ball, and then change to the other side. So we're going to put the heel on top. Okay, right leg to the side. So again, the focus is this leg. Connect, shoulders back, and there you go with your squat. Just a few ideas. Actually, I'll have a look on eBay and Amazon, see how much, say 10, 20 tennis balls would be, 40 tennis balls if you're going to give 2 to everybody. These are the little things that just, the little nuances that are relatively inexpensive for you to supply, but just give your class that whole new dimension. 2 more. Sit back. Last one. And then sit back. Heel on the floor. Forefoot, toes down. And then just again lean. Feel that stretch reflex come in. Good, and then come back. Let's do a few. Just ease down into that stretch. And then come back. Good morning, Anne. Oh, it was lovely to see you yesterday, Saturday, whatever day it was. And relax. Good work. Okay, nice work. Now go back to your rolling. So this time I'm going to focus more on the length of the foot. So going all the way to the big toe and then back. And then out to the side. And you can feel different pressure points through the foot as you roll with your tennis ball. That's fine. So if you're going out for a run today or before you do any high impact, just maybe kick your shoes off. Good morning, Helen. Good morning, everyone on YouTube. There you go. Just roll all the way. I'm going to change to the other side. And again. So we're just going a little bit higher, a bit further forward towards the base of the toe and then to the heel. There we go. Now if you're using your Spiky, your balance pods, start off just by keeping your heel on the floor and just rocking your forefoot on top of the pod, and just turn the foot out, turn the foot in, so you hit different pressure points. And then when you feel that again you're sensitized, you can just start to step and just rock. There, so you're stepping on your balance pod, and I'm just moving through this quite quickly this morning just to give you a few ideas. And then the same with your heel, so your toe goes over the front and put your heels, and again different positions. Again I'm going to do a little stretch section actually after this for supporters, so we should be bouncing there. Let me know in the comments if you use the tennis ball. I mean, my foot feels completely different now. It really was such a good afternoon. It really was. Let me know if you use tennis balls or balance pods in your classes. I'd love to know. So again, this is the sort of my methodology. So you start with your heel on and you just push your forefoot on gently, turning it out to the side, coming back in.
Get ready.
And then again, once you feel that you've built up the tolerance, you can put the whole foot on and then step. You don't have to do it on a 45-15 like this. And then heel on the top, toe on the floor. That's a nice way to do it. Okay. Also with your balance pods, you can have your tiptoes on the floor, your heels. Again, just changing the position of your ankles and your pelvis enables you to squat that little bit deeper. Our feet are our foundation, they sure are. But how many of us do any footwork? And again, sit right down into the glutes. And again, my favourite hamstring, but just again, be careful when you do your sort of more dynamic. Again, you want to just try and relax the muscle. Slowly into it, you'll feel that stretch reflex. Just again slowly come back out. So again, you're just gently stretching, shortening and lengthening there. That's it, rather than bouncing aggressively. So again, if it's hamstring, and then come back. So I hope that gave you a little bit of food for thought, a different dimension. We've got to keep it fresh and exciting. They sure are. Let me know in the comments if you use anything like a ball or a balance pod. If you're looking for new ideas, give me a shout. Really good for all demographics, for you guys that teach active ages. Again, a tennis ball, really important to keep the foot and ankle really, really mobile. I use Spiky balls, yeah, they look like it makes a difference, yeah. Yeah, definitely use them. And if you don't have the finance to get loads of balance pods, just these, they can get so cheap. Have a look on Amazon for a bag of tennis balls, and then just take them along. Doggy balls, yeah, doggy balls from Tesco are great as well. Just everything gives it a little bit. Tennis balls are the good idea with the bands. I've talked about this so many times. I've got like bunion on my left side, but even with the loop bands.
3, 2,
or the activation bands, again, just stretching the toe, the big toe away, and then doing ankle work. Yeah, there is important as well. So you would flex, you'd try and stretch the toe out to the side, and you can do circles. You can even hold this position and do squats as well. So again, you're stretching the big toe. Makes a massive difference to foot mobility. There you go, a few little ideas there for you. Hope that helped. I will be back in the supporter group in 1 minute and do more about flexibility. All right, gang, see you shortly. Thank you for tuning in.